Anytime that you have to bid, or when people pass and they see you, oh my Lord, used to feel that shame. Wondering if this lasts forever, wondering when you will feel proud. If it's one thing that he didn't tell me, there is sunrise after each cloud. I say, even though the road is long, no matter what come, I know I'm gonna make it. Hey, oh Lord, I'm gonna make it. Even though it's a spiritual feeling, but I catching the power. Tripping on the road, but I catching the power. On the ground and I catching the power. When the music hit me, I catching the power. Even though in your world people try to fight you, all how they will bring you down. Behind your back they trying to spite you, smiling with you like you're a clown. Yes, you know them people back talk you, yes, still you always stay cool, but you remain focused and get through. Now all of them feeling like fool. I say, even though the road is long, no matter what come, I know I'm gonna make it. Hey, oh Lord, yes, I'm gonna make it. Let them know, even though the road is long, no matter what come, I know I'm gonna make it. Hey, yes, I'm gonna make it. Right here, but I'm catching the power. Feeling the veins and I'm catching the power. Don't know what to do, but I'm catching the power. It's a spiritual feeling, but I'm catching the power. Tripping on the road, but I'm catching the power. On the ground and I'm catching the power. When the music hit me, I'm catching the power. Even though
just work hard for yours. I say, Mama, you know I'll work hard for sure. Now Jaja bless me with the opportunity to fly country to country. Now I could drink champagne when I thirst. Now I could see only thing I never see. They say this hour youth man so loud, but I thank me for the run the family. Now no bad mind boy they can stop me. On every show I smiling cause trust me, life is so lovely. Whoa. And I'm far from finished. Whoa. And I can't believe it. grateful for all the times I failed. And Papa say, oh son, you can't give up. What's for you is for you. I said, Papa, you know I will never stop, no. No, Jaja blessed me with the opportunity to fly country to country. Now I could drink champagne when I'm thirsty. Now I could see all the thing I never see. They say this how I eat man so lucky. But I thank me for the run my family. No bad mind boy, they can stop me. And every show I'm smiling cause trust me, love is so lovely, boy. And I'm far from finished, boy. Tell me what they're fighting for, what they're killing for, Lord. We don't need no order, so tell them wicked people, fire go burn them, fire go burn them. Whoa, oh Lord, I said this is the year for love. Fire go burn them, fire go burn them. Whoa, say little boy, you ain't bad at all. No, another one just gone. Smile, say you's a madman. Another young boy fall. Your soul can't rest at night. Oh, you's a bad man. Bad man is a man who will defend woman and protect the young ones by any means, Lord. You ain't no bad man, boy, now. You ain't no bad man. A real bad man just make his own decisions. He don't need anyone. He only needs God. You ain't no bad man, boy, now. You ain't no bad man, so sit down, rock back. Tell them I don't need no strap to defend my people from wicked and evil. Whoa. So sit down, rock back. Big man, look for a walk. You're too damn evil. If they distress my people, then fire go burn them. Fire go burn them. Whoa, oh Lord, I said this is the year for love. Fire go burn them. Little boy, you ain't bad at all. No. Tell me what they're fighting for, what they're killing for, Lord. We don't need no war now, there's no need. So tell me what they're fighting for, what they're killing for, Lord. We don't need no war now. I said we don't want no more now. A real bad man don't go wrong raping woman, influencing young ones to kill a boy now. He ain't no bad man, boy now. He ain't no bad man. A real bad man works so whatever he wants, and he don't need no gun, he full of joy now. That's a bad man soldier. He ain't no bad man, so sit down, rock back. Tell them I don't need no strap to defend my people from wicked and evil. Whoa. So sit down, rock back. Big man, look for a walk. You're too damn evil. If they distress my people, then fire go burn them. This is the year for love.
All right, good morning, folks.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, morning.
I see everybody here today, but we have to work it through here, right? So, yeah, hope we're doing good today. Ready to do some wonderful maths as usual, right? Any questions for me before we begin? Before we get into it? No questions? I like to ask questions after class. How was the homework, Andrew? If you did it.
Wasn't too bad.
Right. Any other feedback from it? No other feedback? Yeah, we will go with that. All right, cool. So today we're going to look at simplifying algebraic expressions. So I want you to have up that. Let me just get the share on screen. One second. And this is very similar to what we did last week. Or it follows along that same line. Now I wanted to also ask you, because I hope that when you during your week, that one of the things that you try to do is to go over the videos, right? I hope that you'll take your time and go over the videos that go from class sessions so that you would be a little familiar with it, yeah? Because as I said, math is a lot of practice. If you don't practice, you don't get it right. I think somebody's checking.
Get my book and the pen and
All right, we have several ways that we can simplify algebraic expressions, right? And I'm going to try as best as I could to teach you all right, and for you to understand, things that we must remember going forward now, our order of operation. So, but math is very important, right? But math is very important. I want us to also learn a new principle, right? Which is called moving brackets. Yeah. So if I have an expression, and I think we did it before, if I have an expression like this, 2 plus 1, 2 open bracket, 6 plus 3. I can remove these brackets by doing what?
Adding the 6 and the 3.
Yeah. Add any 6 and the 3 and you'll get what? 9, and then it'll be what? If I add these 6 and the 3, I get 9. I have 2 here and I have 9. What I have to do with that? I'll be the answer is 29.
Yeah, you have to multiply the 2 by the 9.
2 by 9, I get 18. Right? Cool. But we also know that there's a principle that we learned in earlier on, right? That speaks to the removal of brackets like this, called the distributive law, which tells me that I could do what?
Multiply
Multiply what?
the 2 by the 6.
The 2 by the 6.
And you get 12 and you get 12 and you multiply 3 by 2.
Right, so the 2 by the 6 and the 2 by the 3. So 2 by 6 plus 2 by 3.
Yeah, and you get
6, 12 and 6, 18. Okay? Now, this way here is particularly useful when algebra comes into the mix, because I like that Philip mentioned this way too, right? So this is important, right? But let us consider something. If I have something that looks like this, if I have something that looks like this now, A plus 4 is what? A plus 4 is what?
I don't see the wrong thing.
Oh?
I don't know. 5, could it be?
But
is it question?
A plus 4. A plus 4.
8 plus 4.
Look at the screen here. A plus 4A in the bracket.
4A, it would be 4A, or it wouldn't be 4A, or
Nah, it would
A4.
be 4.
Why is it wouldn't be 4A, Joshua? Why wouldn't it be 4A?
It's gotta be our like term or something.
Thank you, Chad, because that's what the note that I give now. I just remember that that's what in the note. I just remember that, you know, in the note I said only like terms can be added or subtracted. And A and 4 are not like terms, right? So I can't add A and 4, I can multiply them to get 4A, right? But I can't add them to get 4A. So this is where we have to use what we learn in terms of the distributive law to say 3 by A, which should be 3A, plus 3 by 4, which is 12. Understand? Yeah?
Yeah, bro.
You understand that? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so you're writing to remove a bracket, or it could be head up like a subheading, removing brackets, and then you're writing to remove a bracket. To remove a bracket, you must multiply the term outside the bracket.
Ariel, just now, you know, 2 minutes now, please, and let's move because somebody making noise outside.
2 minutes is plenty, so take a minute, a minute.
You can repeat it again, please.
Right, so to remove a bracket. Now, if any of you all, let me just say, if any of you all got an email from me saying that class would be rescheduled, that was a sort of update on Zoom's end, because what I had said the class to be was every Saturday, but I changed that to being whenever I feel to start the class, we could come onto this link, right? So it happened to send everybody an email saying class was rescheduled. So I hope that is going out. If you did check your email and see about that, always feel free to message me about it too, because I wouldn't schedule class and not tell other like in the group or something, right?
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Right. To remove, what did I start to say, guys? I scored not something. What was the last thing I said?
We must multiply.
Right, to move brackets, you must multiply the term outside the brackets. You must multiply the term outside the brackets by each of the terms inside.
After outside the bracket.
By each of the terms inside the bracket.
After multiply, Ariel.
Yes. All right, let's go. Are they here, man? Are they sure they're here, man? Or they're not here, man? Enough is my mic. Yeah, it is my mic. Okay, you're not hear me well.
I hear you now, man.
No. You should be hearing me better now. Better or same way?
Nah, better.
You must multiply the term outside the brackets by each of the terms inside. We have that?
Yeah.
Multiply the term outside by each of the what?
Terms inside. Right? After which, we simplify where possible. After which, we simplify where possible. Note carefully that only like terms can be added or subtracted. Good?
Only what, Ariel?
Like terms, only like terms can be added or subtracted. All right. So let's do some preliminaries and then we'll go into our practice. And this takes your knowledge of multiplication of algebraic terms, because you learn how to do that. And it combines them with your addition of addition, your knowledge of addition and subtraction and those things. All right, so you all give it a try, a minute each, and then we will you do it together after you give it a try. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Let me hear what you all have for the first one. Okay. Let me hear what you all have for the first one.
With Narela, 9 or 8?
Is that 9?
I have 54 plus 18A.
Anybody else agree with that?
Yeah.
Right, because 6 by 9 will give us the 54. And then 6 by 3A will give us, because remember when we multiply in algebraic terms, we take the coefficients and the constant. 3 is a coefficient of A and 6 is a constant. So we take the coefficients and multiply them by each other and just put back the variables. So 6 by 3 is 18A. Right? Anybody doesn't understand? Joshua, Stephon, are they going to do that?
Narela, I don't go there.
Very nice. Stephon?
Yeah, I okay too.
Nice. Next, this is an A this time. What we should have here then? For number 2.
5A.
5A. And you know, there are kind of 2 ways to work this out, because you can work out the brackets, because you can actually add what's in the brackets since they are like terms. So you have 3 plus 2 is 5. And then that, because there's no sign outside this bracket. I think I told you all that. If there's no sign outside the bracket, it means multiply, right? Anytime it does not have a sign, make sure that you take a note of that somewhere. It doesn't have a sign outside the bracket here, it means multiply, right? So A by 5, 5A. Or we could say A by 3, which is 3A, and A by 2, which is 2A. 3A plus 2A is 5A. Those are like terms that can be added. Yeah? All right, number 3.
One BA plus one BC.
All right, so if you put any one in it, we don't necessarily need one, but I say if you need it, if you like to write it, go ahead and do it. B by A is, I would put it in alpha order. So AB, right? You can have it as BA is the same thing. B by A is AB, and B by C is
BC.
BC. Yeah?
I actually thought I was a 6. So my answer wrong.
All right, well, my writing bad, but it's not so bad. Eh? Just give me a break, right? My handwriting coming along. It was worse than this, right? Okay, good. So this is baby food. Now time to move on to the real thing. Let us do. Let's see what you all will do for this. I'm excited to see you try it. You should be able to see. You should be able to see it. I want you all to try that, please.
You could zoom it in a little bit.
But he's in a laptop or a phone. Hello?
I could use my phone to zoom it in again, true.
If you're on a laptop, I don't know how you just zoom in on a laptop, but I think you can put your screen full screen on a laptop. If you're on a phone, because it's kind of showing big on mine, and if I bring it any bigger, it would get blurry like this. My eyes hit my watching that.
I finished. So I shuffled right, but I finished.
check it too, huh? Remember the note said? Multiply term outside the brackets by each of the term inside the brackets and simplify, right? So good.
Finished.
Ariel, I see an error. Give me 1 minute, please. Or a few seconds.
A few seconds, Sandra. You can get it. All right, let's work. All right, so let's go. Tell me if you have this. 4 by x, 4x. 4 by minus 2y is minus 8y. Minus 3 by x, minus 3x. Minus 3 by positive 3y should give us minus 9y. Then you just bring down your minus 7. That'll like group-like terms. 4x minus 3x minus 8y minus 9y minus 7. 1x 17y minus 7. We have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. Talk to me. Everybody had it there. Again,
My second line was had an error and then I fix it. But yeah, I end up getting the answer.
Right. So again, the term outside the brackets by each of the term inside. Now this 7 here couldn't be multiplied by anything because it wasn't in a bracket anyway. Right? So 4 by x.
What I did, right? I get the answer, right? But say I type to negative, I put negative and negative is positive. So I just end up putting, when I put it on into the line, I put 8 plus 8y plus 8x plus 8y plus the 9y now. Everyone understand where I'm coming from.
So I get 8y plus minus 8y plus 9y is minus 1. It's positive 1y, not 17. Huh?
No, how I put it, right? You see how I thought the negative, right? How I thought the negative 8 plus the negative y, right? But remember it's x and you put x first and then the y. So how I put it as it will be the 8y plus the 9y. No.
Negative y, negative, this negative 9. All right, so let's go right. 4 by x, 4x. 4 by 2y, 4 by 2 is minus, 4 by minus 2y is minus 8y. Good? Minus 3 by x minus 3x minus 3 by 3y is minus 9y. That can't change. Right? And then you're minus 7. Now we're bringing all the terms together. So 4x and minus 3x. You see, I've always carried the sign with it, right? So I didn't say plus 3x. 4x minus 3x minus 8y minus 9y minus 7. Because minus 8y minus 9y is minus 17. If I have minus 8y plus 9y, I would get 1y. Or if I had 8y plus 9y, I'll get positive 17y, which is not the answer. Yeah? Maxwell.
Yes, I got that.
Big if you answer, boy. Hey, Nikisha.
Yeah, I got that.
All right, nice. Cool. Let's move on. I like that. Let's get us in this class, man. Let's move on. So we're gonna do a few now since we can handle the scene. All right, so let's do this, please.
RL for number 1. 2, the open brackets, 5x minus y. I minus y, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Finish.
Finish.
All right, so let's go. I want to hear your answers. I'm not going to look it up. I just want to hear your answers and let's see if you get it correct. So for number one, what answer we have?
I got 7x take away 1y.
I got 1x minus 5y.
Oh, Jesus.
1x minus 1y.
Go ahead. No answer is the same so far, so I mean, pressure in the camp.
1x plus 1y.
1x plus 1y. Not that same answer yet. Anybody get anything anybody else get? Nikki says the last hope here.
I don't know. I get 1x minus 5y. I don't know.
All right. So let's work it out. All right, so question is 2 5x minus y minus 3. Good. 2 by 5 is 10x, and 2 by minus y is minus 2y. Minus 3 by 3x is minus 9x. Minus 3 by minus y is plus 3y. Because a minus multiplied by a minus should give us a plus.
Shucks.
Yeah, I know plenty of you saying that at that point in time. So
I
now,
see my material. So in a put minus 3x and it should be minus 9. Minus 9x. That's why I'm not getting the support.
go ahead. Do what you want. You follow no rules. 10x minus 9x minus 2y plus 3y. So 10x minus 9x is 1x. Minus 2y plus 3y is plus 1y. Yeah? Any questions on that?
Nah, I see my mistake.
But Ariel, listen, right? I get that same answer, the 1x minus 1y, right? But where you get the work in the...
This is 1x plus 1y.
Oh, okay. Ooh, sorry.
So it should be 1x plus 1y. All right, what's our answer for number 2?
I got 5x.
All right, anybody else?
Yeah, 5x.
Hey, two people get the same thing. Can be the same wrong thing. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Anybody else? Let them be free to call an answer. This is the place to get it wrong.
5x minus 4.
All right.
I guess
Uh-huh.
4x plus 6.
All right, so let's see. This one up here. Good. So 2 by 3x is 6x. Oh gosh, no, I gotta look at that. 2 by 1 is 2 minus. What this minus here would represent? Anybody have an idea?
I think minus 1.
Yeah, because I have nothing, so it's minus 1, right? So minus 1 by x is minus 1x if you want. You can just put minus x if you want. And minus 1 by 2 is minus 2. So 6x minus 1x plus 2 minus 2. 5x, 2 minus 2 is 0, plus 0, so 5x. Yeah?
Yeah, get out.
Yeah.
Any questions on it? No questions. That's good. Everybody understands what they're doing? All right, let me hear your answers to the third one.
Minus 15x minus 6.
Minus 15x minus 6.
Minus 15x alone.
Any different answers?
3x.
3x. Just 3x?
Yeah.
So let us look on this. All right, so let's go. Minus 3. Minus 3 by 3x is minus 9x. Minus 3 by 1 is minus 3. This is minus 1 by 6x is minus 6x. Minus 1 by minus 3 is positive 3. All right, minus by minus is a plus. So minus 9x minus 6x minus 3 plus 3 minus 9 minus 6 is minus 15x minus 3 plus 3 is 0. So minus 15x.
Right. I see what went wrong there.
Yeah?
Yeah. Is that minus and a minus that I'm forgetting?
I realize. All right, any questions on this so far? All right, cool. So I want you to head up. Finally, answer me today. Binomial expansion and the simplifying. Please head up this, please. All right. So we're gonna do binomial expansion and simplifying, and binomial expansion is really a fancy way to say multiplying a bracket by a bracket. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So there are two ways for us to go about this process. There are two ways for us to go about this process, right? And I'm going to show you them. So let us firstly consider this. All right, if we have to work out this, we can work out each bracket, right? So 3 plus 2 is what?
5.
And 4 plus 1 is? 5, right? And there's no sign between both of them, so 5 by 5 will give us 25. Agree?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I were to take this 3 here and multiply by this bracket, so I said 3, and I want to multiply by this bracket here. And I take the 2 and I multiply by that bracket again. Let me see what I get, right? So 3 by 4 is 12. 3 by 1 is 3. 2 by 4 is 8. And 2 by 1 is 2. 3 by 12 and 3 is 15. 8 and 2 is 10. 15 and 10 is
25.
25.
same thing. You saw that?
Yeah.
So if I had a bracket multiplied by a bracket, right? Granted that we don't have any variables in here, I only had constants, so it was easy to work out it like this. But I also could have said, and I got the same result, 3 multiplied by the entire second bracket and 2 multiplied by the entire second bracket. In other words, first term multiplied by second bracket, second term multiplied by second bracket. And that is the principle that we could use for multiplying bracket by bracket when we have algebraic expressions. So if we have something like this, there's no way I could actually work out the individual brackets, right? However, I could follow the process that I did on top, which is first term by entire second bracket, second term by entire second bracket, and I simplify, yeah? So I could say 3x by 2x plus 5 and what?
2 by the next bracket.
Yeah, and that's positive 2, right? So 3x by 2x is what?
That will be 6x squared.
Aha, very good. X by x is x squared. Very important to remember. Yeah, any variable multiplied by itself will increase its power. Yeah. Remember we did that in algebraic multiplication last week, right? So 3x by 5 will be
15x.
2 by 2x is
4x.
and 2 by 5 will be
10.
good. So I have 6x squared, 15x plus 4x is 19x and 10. Good. So take down this, please, and then I'll give you the note.
By chance, this is the same one that you could use foil?
Yes. I'm going to
cool.
teach foil after.
I don't like this way now.
People don't like foil, so I usually teach this because a lot of people do not like foil. So I teach both. I just use foil all the time. But you can take down this and then we'll do foil after. All right, so take the note. When multiplying a bracket by a bracket, when multiplying a bracket by a bracket, it is useful when multiplying a bracket by a bracket. It is useful to observe the following process. It is useful to observe the following process. multiple, and you're writing on the next slide, multiply the first term, multiply the first term in the first bracket the first term of the first bracket by the entire second bracket. By the entire second bracket.
Multiply the first term in the first bracket by
the entire second bracket.
Entire what, Ariel?
Second bracket. Then multiply the second term in the first bracket then multiply the second term in the first bracket
Where's that, Ariel?
then multiply the second term in the first bracket by the entire second bracket. By the entire second bracket.
By the first entire bracket, right?
Sorry, no, by the entire second bracket. Good. So let's try another one that way, and then we will do another way to do it. So do this one. All right, so I need to try this one, please.
Finish.
All right, nice. Let's go. Again, first term in the first bracket by the entire second bracket. Oh gosh. Second term in the first bracket by the entire second bracket. Good, 5 by x, 5 by 2, minus 3x by x is, and minus 3x by 2 is. Bring them in a little order. So minus 3x squared plus 5x minus 6x plus 10 will give us minus 3x squared minus 1x plus 10. You can have this in any order really, but I just like to put it in this kind of order. Right? Once you have the correct terms and signs, you'll get it correct.
I get it wrong.
What?
That is why I don't like this. That I don't like this, and I end up I mix it up. But anyhow,
What you mix up?
instead of putting 5 multiplied by open bracket x plus 2, I put 5 open bracket by the first same bracket. Yeah, I mix it up. But I see the mistake.
All right. Anybody else? Chad, what about you?
I do the same thing you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have fanciness, man. Maxwell.
I catch my tail.
What happened in there? Tell me what, you tell me the point at which you lost, so I can accurately help you. Nikisha.
From the fourth row, yeah. I get a lot of problems there. Yeah, but so far everything okay.
All right.
I just get mixed up.
All right. I just put mine in a specific order when I reach. I like anything with a square, I like to bring that up in front. Right. Joshua.
Comment a comment.
Joshua, what I mean? What I mean? It was good, it was bad.
No, I understand it. No, it's just that at the same time, I just get the points and stuff, but the comment a comment. Can't complete.
I don't even know if you get correct. All right, that's a good answer, man. That's all I know I would answer. All right, so let's go this over. We take the first term in the first bracket. Remember, we talk about terms, variables, coefficients, constants. We talk about all those things. So the first term is 5. We multiply that 5 by the entire second bracket. So 5 multiplied by x plus 2. And then we take the second term, which is minus 3x. In the first bracket, I'm multiplying it by the second bracket again, which is x plus 2. So you should realize by this point in time that the two things here should look the same. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the terms outside should make up your first bracket. Yeah? So that is the kind of, that's the process you're looking for. And then when you reach to that stage, again, you open your brackets as you were doing a while ago, and you simplify. So you see how we're adding on different layers of things. So we learn about opening brackets here, and then here is where we talk about simplifying. So these are things that we learn. Right, so let me give you another one to try. Mandy, how you doing?
Today is not really a good day.
All right, I understand. Now we have those days. I understand. All right, good. All right, try this one, please.
Finish.
You finish.
All right, let us see. First term in the first bracket by the entire second bracket, we shall have 6x, 3x minus 2. Second term in the second bracket, 4 multiplied by 3x minus 2. So again, that bracket should be the same, and these two terms should add up to that, right? 6 by 3 is?
18x squared.
Because x by x is x squared. And 6x by minus 2 is?
12x.
4 by 3x is?
12x.
And 4 by minus 2 is?
8.
8.
Right? Minus 2, so minus 8, right?
Hmm.
Good. So I have 18x squared minus 12 plus 12 is what?
Yeah.
Huh? 0.
And those.
0.
So if it's 0, right? Oh, you're just not putting nothing.
No, you're just not paying nothing. So you're just going to be minus 8.
Okay. All right, because
Yeah,
that was
it didn't make no sense to say plus 0, okay? Nothing plus nothing.
okay.
Like,
All right, understood.
Yeah.
Understood.
Ask you what documents you bring. Well, I bring this plus nothing. So yeah. All right. Good.
Good.
Not make it through that, no?
What going on there? What happened there? We tried to we fall. You see, you have a
I
bench
didn't
block against this
realize
method.
I didn't realize it was a 6x.
Okay, you just do 6.
Yeah.
All right.
But I believe the answer with the 6 correct though.
No, it is not. It is. I can tell you. It has to have x squared. You might have gotten 18x, you wouldn't get 18x squared. And you wouldn't have gotten 12x, you have gotten 12. Right? All right, so I'm gonna give you a 1 and don't ask me no question, just try. Try your hand. Do what you could and get correct. Fight up. I like it ever say that. Fight up with it. This one. We will talk about it after, but fight up with it.
Yeah, boy, a real boy.
You can do it. I believe in it. All right, so go ahead with that one. I believe in that. Sure about it. I believe it. I believe that you all can make it. All right, cool.
Whoa.
Right. Not bring it back up. That's not very much.
But we say we done there?
Give me a
50
few
seconds.
seconds almost.
Alright.
Last line.
Finish.
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 All right. Let's roll. I believe I have it. I believe in you guys.
Oh yes, Ja.
All right, cool. Let me do it and then you tell me if that's what you have. Right? I want to do it and then I will just say.
You do it, huh?
Tell me, all right, let me do it.
I want to know, is it the last two open bracket x plus 5? You bringing that back in? Or no?
All right, so 3x, x minus 2. Good. 3x by x is 3x squared. 3x by minus 2 is minus 6x. 7 by minus of my x is minus 7x. Minus of my minus 2 is positive 14. Just bring that down. Or you could choose to open this at this point, which I would have done. Right?
I open it.
Minus 2 by x is minus 2x, and minus 2 by 5 is minus 10. And now you from here, you just reorder, bring all the like terms together and simplify. 3x squared minus 6x minus 7x minus 2x plus 14 minus 10. Yes? Minus 6 minus 7 is minus 13, minus 2 is minus 15. So 3x squared minus 15x. 14 minus 10 is?
Plus 4. I was actually never thought I'd get that.
Yeah, so you do that last part of trivia, but it was just normal.
It was just normal. Once I see 3 brackets, I know already starting to boil on them. I say, big pressure, this, X, Y, Z, rah, rah, rah. But then what? Right? What's the word? Any questions with it still? We could talk about it. Maxwell, talk to me. How are you looking?
Sorry about that. Yeah, cool. No, my answer wrong.
All right. What you did? What do you think you would do?
I get 3x squared minus 3x plus 24.
I know you get 24. I try to understand how it gets. All right. So you take, all right. So it's just
trying to understand how I get it.
It's yet, no, I said I know how you get the 24. It's a matter of your signs, because what you said was -6 minus 9x would give you a minus 3x, right? That's what you said. You're muted.
Yes. Sorry.
So that's what you had. And then you said 14 and the 10, that's you get 24. So your signs is your problem there. So that you have to watch, you have to pay attention to your signs, because the signs will give you the value of it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let me teach you all the second way, and the next way we'll do all of the ones that we did just now, but we just do it the other way. So the next way we talk about is something we call, Mandy, you could, right? As good as could be. FOIL. Right? And what does FOIL stand for? The F stands for first terms. The O stands for outer terms. I stands for inner terms. And the L stands for last term. Right? And for the purposes of this example, I'll use different colors. So F, O, I. Cool. So let's try to do the first one that we did using FOIL, right? Which was 3x plus 2 and 2x plus 5. All right. So I'm using the colors to show you where the first terms and the outer terms and the inner terms and the last terms are. When we say first terms, we are looking at the first terms in each bracket. So the 3x by the 2x. That is the F, right? And we say 3x by 2x, we will get 6x squared. Good? Everybody with me there?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Then we say outer terms, which means you're looking at the two ends. Outer terms would be the 3x and the 5x. Yeah? So 3x, not the 5x, the 5. 3x by 5 will be 15x. Yeah? The inner terms will be the 2x and the 2 and the 2x. Yeah? So 2 by 2x will give me 4x. And the last terms would be the last terms in each bracket. So the 2 by the 5, which would have given me 10. And we could simplify this here to get 15x and 4x is 19x anyway, so 6x squared plus 19x plus 10. And is that what we have? And we have that for the first one, and we get the same way. Look back to your notes, the first one that we did by bracket by bracket and bracket. It was the same question. And look how we get the same answer by using a different approach. Now, many could argue that FOIL is less working. Right? But it's of course to remember which is what and how to use it. Any questions on that?
No, this is the best way for me.
You need to know how to do always. So just put your mind on one. Good? All right, cool. So I want you all to do the second one using foil. And I'll write it back here for your reference. That's all right, just like I take it, I get tired, but
Oh, shit, my mic on. I didn't know my mic was on mute.
I know. I know.
I lie down, you know, okay, that's why.
Lying down, that's why let's get my work wrong. But let's come to that. All right, cool. So do the second one using foil, please. If you think you finished, check it over. All right, let us see. Good, FOIL. First terms, 5 by x. 5x. Outer terms, 5 by 2 is 10. Inner terms, 3 by x, which is minus 3x squared. And last terms, which is minus 3 by 2, which is minus 6x. And we just have to now rearrange it. Sorry, rearrange it. So minus 3x squared to come in front. Minus 6x plus 5x right after plus 10. And so minus 3x squared minus 1x plus 10. Same thing like we got to the last one. Any trouble with the foil there?
Nah.
Signs again, signs again. Sean, how you do with that one?
Now, so I just make a mistake and put plus x when it's supposed to be minus x.
Signs again, signs again. Nikisha?
Yeah, I got you.
Pick up you. Max, I see Max checking and checking over to see if I go wrong. Me go no wrong. Do what? It's not me.
Ariel, question, right?
Uh-huh.
Right. So I got the answer, right? But so
I get the answer. I get it. Say.
we not get the answer. Get the answer. But hey, what I put the 3x square, take away 5x, take away 6x, take away 10.
Well, it should be 3x plus 3 minus 3x squared plus 5x. Take
Plus.
away 6x plus 10. Yes, signs.
Yeah, that's my sign. But
remember, if your sign is not correct, you will get a wrong value. Eh? You have to be very careful. If your sign is not correct, you'll get a wrong value. Minus 5 minus 6 is minus 11. Right? Minus 6 plus 5 is minus 1. 6 minus 5 is positive 1. Right? So without the correct signs, you'll get a different value. So careful. Right? I have a nice question I want to do.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Let me say we get 3 different brackets like we did before.
Yeah.
You're able to use the foil method with that?
Right, but you use the foil method for the first 2 brackets.
Okay, cool. And just adding that third bracket.
Just like I did.
All right.
Well, we'll try to do this. Again, don't ask me no question, just try. And don't go and tell people that he just said don't ask him no question. That's not true. I'm just saying that. You have to try it on your own first. All right, all the best.
Finish. So yeah, here.
Wait, so I just talking all of that and anyway. How was this one? What we thought we supposed to do?
I put 7 open bracket 7x minus 2. I put it 3 times.
Okay.
I don't know if that's correct. I want to believe it's correct.
All right. Anybody else?
I put it twice.
Yeah, I put it twice because it's square.
As well.
It's squared. It's not cubed.
So
So,
all right. So if it had 1 by the bracket on top,
then it's just itself. You have to put it any amount of times. Anything to
And-
the power 1, it means to multiply by itself 1 time.
so with the 2, I thought you'd have put extra 2 now. And all right, cool.
Explain yourself.
Now go ahead.
I could. Go ahead. I know that I could go ahead. I want to explain, like I want to make sure that you understand where we're coming from. Squared means you multiply the same thing by itself twice. So I have to say 7x minus 2, and I'm multiplying it again by itself. 7x minus 2. Yeah? Good? Then I hit them a little foil there. Or you could use the bracket
Good so
method.
far.
Or you could use the bracket method. 7 by 7 is squared. 7 by my, I hope you didn't put 14. I hope I didn't put no 14 there. 7 by 7 is not 14. Eh?
49 square.
7 by minus 2 is minus 14x. Minus 2 by 7 is minus 14x. Minus 2, minus 2 by minus 2 is positive 4. Right, so 49x squared minus 28x plus 4. Yeah? Are we looking at?
Yes, sir.
Very good. All right. So the last thing we're going to learn in, and I'm doing this because I want to finish it before this class. Last thing we're going to learn is, so we did opening brackets, whatever, simplifying expressions. We did addition and subtraction, multiplication and division. We're going to learn to simplify algebraic fractions. And this is where I taught you to do fractions. That is why I wanted to do that with, because this is going to help you for this. So simplifying algebraic fractions. And there's no note for this really, but to say that you are going to do this the same way that we did our fractions. Yeah? So, what is an algebraic fraction? A simple algebraic fraction might look something like this. 5 over 2 minus 3 over m. Right? This is an algebraic fraction because it has a variable in it. Yeah? So just as how I taught you to do fractions, is how we will do it. And again, for your reminder, Numerator in the first fraction by denominator in the second. Denominator in the first by denominator in second. Let me see if I can write that as a formula for you. In 1 by denominator in 2 and denominator in 1 by denominator in 2. I saw earlier reference there minus numerator in 2 by denominator in 1 over denominator in 2 by denominator in 1. That is the vibes there, right? So let's go. Numerator in 1 by denominator in 2. So we'll have here 5 multiplied by m over denominator in 2 by 2 multiplied by m. Yeah. Minus numerator in 2 multiplied by denominator in 1. So 3 by 2 over denominator.
No, that's saying m by 2 after.
M by 2. And this helps us to get a common denominator. Because when we open it out, the common denominator is 2m. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then we could say 5m minus 6. And this is the answer right here. Because this can't be simplified any further. Understood? Anybody doesn't understand it?
All right, start over again, Mark. Can I allow us the boy?
Yeah, you could go for it, please.
Sure. So again, we following the same fraction process that we know. Numerator in 1 by denominator in 2. Denominator in 1 by denominator in 2. Then numerator, and this is minus, so that's why we have a minus here.
Right.
Numerator in 2 by denominator in 1. And denominator in 2 by denominator in 1. Right? So it would be 5 by m, 5 by m here, and 2 by m minus 3 by 2 over m by 2. Right? Now, 2 by m is 2m, m by 2 is 2m. So we know we have a common denominator. Right? Instead of wasting your time to say 5m over 2m minus 6 over 2m, which is what you might have had, I just put one time that the common denominator is 2m. Right? And I still have 5 minus 6. 5m minus 6. That cannot be minus because it's not like terms. So it will be 5m minus 6 over the common denominator. Yeah? Let's move on a little more challenging. Can you read this? Can you read this, right?
Nah.
Oh, yeah. That's a lead. That's good. Yeah? All right, so let's do this one right here. 2 over 3 plus a minus 3 over 2a. Looking like Greek, but it's not. It's actually Spanish. All right, let's go. Same process. Once you're following the process, you're going to get it right. 2 by what?
2 by
2a.
Right.
2a.
And you can put your 2a in brackets, right? 3 by what?
2a again.
2a.
2A.
plus what on the side?
A minus 3 by 3.
Good. Now, for this reason, I want you to be very careful. A minus 3 is a group, right? So I don't want you to put the by 3 in the back, right? If you have a group, I would always recommend you putting it like this, 3 by A minus 3. So that way you will easily remember how to open your brackets there. Yeah?
Okay.
And then what's at the bottom?
2A times
3.
2A by 3 again, right? Take it to the 3. Right? Same thing. Good? The common denominator now is what?
3
6A.
3 by
3.
2A is 6A.
3 by 2A.
That is 6A, right? We could open it out one time. And 2 by 2A here is what? 4A. 3 by A is 3A, and 3 by minus 3 is minus 9. So we have here 4A plus 3A minus 9. Now that could still be simplified some more into what?
7A minus 9.
7A, because 4A could be added to 3A, right? So that could be simplified into 7A minus 9 over 6A. Yeah? Any questions on that one?
Go right again, Ariel, if you don't mind.
2 by 2A, 3 by 2A. 3 by 3A, 3 by 2A. Good?
Yeah.
We just opening out our brackets now. And we know that the reason why we multiply both fractions by the denominator of the other fractions is to get a common denominator, right? So we see that we have 3 by 2A here and 3 by 2A here, which will give us the same thing. Anytime you don't have a common denominator, you do something wrong, right? So our common denominator to the bottom will be 6A, because 3 by 2A is 6A, right?
3 by 2.
A is, this is 3 by 2.
All right, 6A.
Yes. And so we open up our things on top. I just do it here for a little sketch so that we could have put it on in one line. 2 by 2 is 4A, 3 by A is 3A, 3 by minus 3 is 9. So I have 4A plus 3A minus 9. Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just looking at the thing to make sure.
I can simplify this further because 4A could be added to 3A. In this case across here, 5M could not minus 6 because they were not like. So we have some like terms in here, 3A, 4A and 3A, which will give us 7A minus 9. 7A cannot minus 9, so that's the simplest we could get it. Yeah? All right, one more time.
I put back the screen a little bit, please.
I want you all to do this one on your own. All right, do this one on your own, please. Give us enough time to be able to get that, eh?
Yeah, I finished, but I sure we're going on.
No, once you have like groups, I think make sure you use a little bracket to help you out a little bit, right? So this is numerator by denominator, so 3 by x plus 1 over x by x plus 1. Good? And 4 by x over, again, x by x plus 1. Yeah? So our common denominator, now you could open out this, please. Our common denominator should be x squared plus 1x, yeah? Yeah? And then you could work out the other thing. So 3 by x is 3x. 3 by 1 is 3. 4 by x is 4x, right? So we should have 3x plus 3 plus 4x. And this could be simplified. So because the 3x will be added to that 4x to give us what again? 7x plus 3 over x squared plus 1x. We have that?
No.
Where went wrong?
Yeah.
I mix up where it was supposed to be 3 open bracket x plus 1, I mix up my cross multiplication.
Maxwell.
As you had the 1x squared, I put a 1 in front both x and I had 2x squared.
Okay. I gotta do our own thing, you know. But 1 in front of the x shouldn't have changed the value, right? So 1x by x would give us 1x squared, right? So it's just a matter of perception. So 1x by x will still give us 1x squared. Yeah? Because it's like 1x by 1x. One, you know, 1 apple multiplied by 1 apple is still 1 apple, it's not 2, right? If 1x plus 1x will give us 2x. You know? But 1x multiplied by 1x will give us 1x squared. Yeah? 1 by 1 is 1, and x by x is x squared. All right? We good there? All right. One last thing. One last one, and then all the best to you. All right, try this one, please.
Ariel, light be there, right?
Yeah. All right, let's go. So B by B plus 3. And we can realize we have a double bracket at the bottom, right? I hope so. B minus 5 and B plus 3. Yeah? Plus 2 by B minus 5 over B minus 5 and B plus 3. Same thing. So now you can work out the bottom using FOIL. And you should get, now you have to do the long process. I know how to do FOIL in my mind. Right? B by B is B squared. B by 3 is 3B minus 5B, right? So that should give us minus 2B. And minus 5 by 3 is minus 15. You should get that for the denominator. Yeah? And for the numerator now, B by B is B squared. B by B is B squared. And B by 3 is 3B. 2 by B is 2B. And 2 by minus 5 is minus 10. So we could write that in the bottom here. B squared plus 3B plus 2B minus 10. And that could simplify to give us B squared plus 5B minus 10 over E squared minus 2B minus 15. Yeah, any confusions? No, if
I get the top correct, but the that bottom without
what you got first?
foil, I get all kind of craziness. See?
Well, if I get out of the file, where's this?
I didn't even use foil.
So what you do? You use the bracket method?
I just, I do that. I really know how to do it. But I'll go through it over.
Charles, what you say about you?
Yeah, it's the same thing with me. I get the top correct.
So yeah, you got the denominator correct.
My denominator was B squared minus 15. I didn't get 2B.
Interesting times. Kindness. Is it kindness or kindness? Kindness. Right.
I get the top, but I get the bottom. I get the bottom, but I end up putting 3B square. I didn't put the B square first and then plus the 3B. I end up putting it together.
It would have been 3B minus 5B, because I had to do the outside terms, which is this B by 3, which is 3B, and minus 5 by B, which is minus 5B. So you have 3B minus 5B, which should give you 2B. Nikisha? Oh, shit. Maxwell?
I was going wrong and I'll start over.
Okay. And I'm going to tell me next time you get the numerator and you get the denominator, because I need both of it today. All right, so good. That's the end of class today. And of course, what a lovely way to practice that homework. Right, so look forward to your homework uploaded this week. Now let me tell you something. Do all your homework on time, please. Right? Do all your homework on time, right? So that I could mark all of them on time and I could finish marking all of them on time. Yeah?
All right, and send back no homework for Vicente.
Huh?
Send back no correction first.
Because when I send it to my all kind of days after, it's take me forever to correct all everybody.
I send mine on time this time.
This This is one class I have. This is 1 out of 7. Homework everybody. So yeah,
Well, you know my problem with the Edmodo, but
but
I'll
you should,
organize him for next time.
right, but you're on Edmodo now, so it should be good, right?
Yes.
Right, nice. Make sure you download your scanner app on your phone to upload your homework. Scan it, upload it as a PDF, and be inside. Well, Amanda to submit her homework on time all the time, right? She submitted days in advance. You hear that, Joshua? Days in advance.
Oh God, I'm a busy man. That doesn't mean what I'm saying, no. Nah, but some
Charlie submitted, yeah. Charlie submit your homework as a PDF, please. No, that's pictures.
Aye.
My extra work, I have to go and turn it into a PDF. But I don't take care about me and all this. Right? But anyway, so yeah, please submit it on time, right? And I will do that this weekend, so that you'll get that for next week.
what exam?
You just study that. When I say exam, just know that it's exam time. I don't want to predict the future. You just want to hear exam, know it's exam time. Right? So that's where we end for today. And everybody have a good week and make sure and stay safe and